makes me more careful, especially at certain times of the evening or weekends or holidays.
Okay.
I'm especially aware of possibility of other drug drivers.
Mm.
Yes.
You have been?
Yes.
All right. How have you been affected by serious cars?
I was hit by another driver, hit and run driver.
Mm.
And the car was totaled. I had just minor injuries.
Mm-hmm.
And never found out who did it.
Okay.
I was driving in the fog one time.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden there were cars stopped ahead of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I jammed on the brakes, but I slid into the car ahead of me.
Mm.
And so I was driving too fast for the conditions.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I was in a collision. It was my fault. The car in front of me had stopped for a red light, and I looked down to fiddle with the music controls, and my car bumped the rear end of the front car in front of me, and there was no major damage. But I know now, as a driver, I drive differently. I always watch for that. I know I will never make that mistake again, and I learned from that experience, and now I take that with me with all the driving that I do, and I've learned that that's not something that will ever happen again.
Hi, Hannah. So I'm going to talk about my accident that happened a year ago in February. It was February 13th. I was driving my car, obviously, and my daughter, Bella, who's your best friend, to soccer practice, and we were stopped just kind of in the middle of a road trying to turn left. There was no left-hand turn lanes, but we had to wait for oncoming traffic in order to turn left. And the woman who hit us was essentially just driving up from behind. She'd crossed over probably a busy intersection, Aurora, and didn't see us and crashed right into us, maybe going about 30 miles an hour. So how it affected us, we both had to receive treatment for whiplash, and I actually ended up having more extensive stuff done. I had to get an MRI for my low back and had some disc tears in my low back, which resulted in me seeking professional help from many people, chiropractic, acupuncturist, massage therapist, sports medicine doctors, and it took about a full year to recover. I was no longer able to run, and as you know, I'm a big runner, so that was really hard. There were lots of physical activities that just were more difficult, and I was in constant pain for about 6 or 7 months, so it was horrible. Let's see, the other question was, how could it have been prevented? I don't know if the other driver was talking on her cell phone or texting, so I'm not sure, if that happened or if she just really couldn't see. It was a dark and rainy night, and she was a little bit older, so, but if it was a cell phone, obviously everybody has to put those down when they're behind the wheel. So I hope that's helpful. Thanks.